Hey gorgeous, welcome back and welcome to another vlog. Excuse the vacuum in the background once again, but I have two pretty big days at uni. Not really like big, but I've got a lot of uni things to do over the next 2 days, including go to uni. So I thought I would do a bit of a uni vlog because my first uni vlog did a lot better than I expected, which is really good because I do want to do more uni content. And I know like a lot of people are just here for the stripper vlogs. So I like being able to do something different. I'm doing more uni vlogs, but I have to give you an update. This is what I'm drinking, by the way. If it wants to work, come on. So I've been to the gym, I've had something to eat, and I've got a little bit of time between now and when I need to leave. So I need to deposit my cash from my Skimpy shifts before I go to the uni. So it's a Monday. And if you remember from my uni vlog, that was an absolute mess. I originally had uni on just on Monday, and then it changed to Tuesday and Thursday. The thing is, now I have uni on Monday and Tuesday because it turns out the new course planner that they had sent me was actually wrong. So I was speaking to a lecturer last week. It was just like by chance I was helping out with something, and he was like, okay, like what subjects are you doing? And I said, I'm doing legal reasoning, legal writing and research, and property law. And he goes, property law, you shouldn't be doing property law, that's a second year subject. And I was like, well, that's what the student hub told me to do. And he was like, that's not right. And then he got me to talk to the coordinator for contract law, and I sit down and had a chat, and she was like, you really should be doing contract law instead. He also said, I've been here for 14 years and I've never heard of a first year student doing property law, so you need to like look into that. And so he got, okay, that was really annoying. I swear I charged my camera last time I used it, but apparently not because the battery just died. Like we all like had a bit of a chat about it, and she was like, you shouldn't have been put into property law. I don't know what the student hub said to you. And she said like, you really should be doing contract law instead, which is like one of the subjects that I was originally doing. And I was like, well, like, is it too late to like swap back? And she was like, I don't really like recommend it because it's week 5. But also like doing property law is going to like potentially ruin like your whole degree because it's quite complex and it's the second year subject for a reason. Like there are some things that you need to learn first. And I was like, look, I'd rather do things like cohesively and like just come to the subject late just to make sure that like I'm doing everything at the right time. And she was like, okay, like if you want. And I went home and I tried to change my subjects and it wouldn't let me. And then I had to spend like the next day like on hold with Student Hub because they kept on saying like, no, like the course planner that we sent you was correct. And I was like, well, I know from lecturers that it's actually incorrect and I should be doing this subject instead. And it was like all this backwards and forwards. They needed like communication from my lecturers. They needed like so much information, and they kept on like saying that like, no, like we were right. And I was looking at like the course planner and I'm like, this does not look like, now that I'm looking at it, it like what, like, why was I put in this subject? So that was a whole mess sorting that out. And then by the time I finally got put in this subject, it was like the weekend, so I didn't have time to catch up on anything because obviously like I work all weekend. So I have 5 weeks of lectures to catch up on and tutorials to catch up on. I am meeting with the unit coordinator for this subject at 2 p.m. and she's gonna like try and catch me up on everything, but she's given me like a list of things to do to like catch up, and I've done my best, but like there's no way that I can get all this done, and I do have my first assignment due on Friday. And I'm also hoping that I can get like one of the law librarians to look over it. Well, I can't really at the moment because I've only done bits and pieces, but I want to go in and get like I don't even know if they're allowed to do that, but I'm going to try, see if what I've done so far is okay, just to know if I'm on the right track. So I really want to get that done, and I'm supposed to go back and do all of the prep for this subject, but I don't think I'm going to have a chance to, so I'm just going to see what I can do, take it easy, and yeah. It's a mess, but we'll get there. So this is the assignment that I'm working on. It is for legal research, and we've been given a list of questions, and we choose a question and we just kind of do research on it because we're being introduced to like the way that we will research as lawyers. And the question that I chose is, should the Western Australian legislature amend the definition of consent in the criminal code? I've got to find the legislation that applies, and I've got to find primary sources and secondary sources that are related to this question. And it's been really interesting learning more about like the actual definition of consent. Each state actually has a completely different definition of consent in their legislation. Queensland and Western Australia actually have like the most similar, but in Western Australia it's definitely broader, and it's very interesting like seeing the way that consent is like debated in the courtroom, especially under like the Western Australian legislation. So this is part of the definition of consent in the Western Australian Criminal Code. I actually thought when I first started researching that the definition of consent was actually fairly good, but as I've been reading more and more and viewing like more cases, I'm starting to see how there are like some issues. So it's really interesting doing this research. But I mean, like when you're stressed about it and you've got a time limit, it's a little bit it's not as fun. It's due on Friday, and I did want to get it done before I flew to Brisbane tomorrow because I'm going to Brisbane for a week, but yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to. So I'll just have to work on it while I'm away. Let me draft up a little bit so that I can show it to the librarian. And then I'll get onto some of my contract law catch up before I leave. So, okay, super quick fit check. I got the shirt in Bali. This was, this was from a little boutique in Melbourne, and then Adidas. So let's go get all this stuff done. Love you too. Okay, I've made it to uni. I've got about 7 minutes till I have to meet with my unit coordinator. So I'm gonna head there now, and hopefully it's not as overwhelming as I'm thinking it's gonna be, but let's see. Okay, I just met with the unit coordinator. I am a bit overwhelmed. I have a lot to catch up on, and my assignment is pretty much due in 2 weeks, and there's a bunch of other things that I need to do to like prepare myself to be able to like even start the assignment. So I'm doing my best not to stress, but you know. On to the next task. I am heading to the library now to talk to one of the law librarians about my other assignment. Okay, I had to run to my lecture because the wait for the librarians was, I waited for 45 minutes, and then I had to run to my lecture, but we are taking a break and I am having some tuna for 5 minutes and then we'll go back to class. It is 7:20. I got home a little while ago and I was just kind of like watching TikToks in bed with Danny because he's already flying out in the morning. So I am going to have some dinner, but I need to get started on my homework for tomorrow. I'm looking at the homework for one of my questions, and the tutorial question is 12 pages long. So that's going to take me a minute. So I'm going to get started on this one. And I do have uni early tomorrow. So I'm going to do my homework, do some reading for my other subject tomorrow, and then I'll film my Patreon recap for the week, because I recap my work weeks for Patreon. I need to sit down and recap what my week was like last week. So yeah, hectic. Today, like, class was a bit, like, obviously I'm still catching up and everything. I got some of it, and then the tutorial was like, it involved like lectures that I haven't listened to yet. So that was a bit overwhelming. I'm gonna get my homework done, and I will see you tomorrow for my 7-hour day on Tuesday. Okay, excuse the messy packing situation, but I need to do a fit check. I thrifted this shirt. This I bought in Malaysia. I think it was called Monkey, M-O-N-K-I. And I'm wearing Converse. I don't think I've worn these for like 2 years. I always forget that I have them. But yeah. And the socks are from Sports Girl. So I need to get a move on, because the traffic is really bad this time in the morning. It's like just before 8 o'clock. Fingers crossed I get there on time and can find a park. So let's go. Going up. 4 hours down, 3 to go. I'm tired of spending money on matches, so I am manually getting a green tea. Okay, I am finished. It is about 2:45, so I'm at my car 45 minutes early. I actually want to get a new keep cup, so I might pop into the shops since I've got a bit of extra time, and I might get like some sushi or something, because I am a little bit hungry. My brain is has had enough for a little while, so I am home. Bra is off, and so are my pants / skirt. But I did a little bit of shopping. I know I said I was just gonna get a keep cup and some sushi. I do need like a nicer keep cup anyway. But I've been buying matches at uni, which obviously isn't like super financially responsible. So I've got loads of tea. Like, I've got so many tea bags in the cupboard. And I was like, look, I'll just start having like tea, and that can be like my hot drink. And because my drink bottle's not really big enough to last like the full Tuesday. So that way, like, I'm not buying a new drink bottle either. This ended up being like $13.99. Because it was like $20, but it was on special, and I thought it was cute. I'm kind of mad that they didn't have like a pink one. They had a pink one with an orange lid. And I was like, come on. They had like a full purple one, but they didn't have a full pink one. It's like, the girlies will buy the pink ones. Like, it's not like they're not gonna sell. So, and then I went to, look, just before winter, every single year, I always think to myself, I'm gonna buy pants this year. I'm gonna have comfy pants. Jeans aren't the most comfortable thing for me. And I don't like wearing jeans when I'm going to be sitting down a lot. And I need pants for uni, but pants just don't suit me. They don't suit my body type. It's hard to find pants that suit my figure. So I've got a big butt, I've got thicker thighs, and then my waist is a bit smaller. So I'll find something that fits my butt, but it'll like hang out at the back, if like up here, if that makes sense. And it'll fit my, like if it fits my thighs, it won't fit my calves. If it fits my calves, it'll be too small for my thighs. So I find it really hard to find pants. And I was like, you know what, I'll have a quick look, see if I can find any pants. I quickly gave up. I think for uni this year, when it gets to winter, I'm just gonna end up wearing like activewear, to be completely honest. But like, I mean, like it's fine. I ended up getting this dress at Maya though. I do have it in pink, not pink gingham, just like normal pink, and I do wear it quite a bit. It was $35, and I was like, you know what, I can see myself wearing this a lot, and it's within the budget, so cute. And I did need a new makeup remover. I've been trying heaps of different makeup removers, and it's just like, I've been trying to find more budget-friendly versions. My favourite makeup remover would be the Charlotte Tilbury one, but obviously like because I go through makeup removers so quickly, I can't justify but like spending money on more of a premium brand. But also like I find that a lot of the ones that are a bit more budget, the Mecca one made me break out like so much. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna try this one. I've recently started trying some of their products. I tried the face mask. I didn't like the face mask at all. It was very dry. And, but there was a serum that I bought and I did like, and that's kind of been my like, after I take my makeup off, I put that on to like rehydrate my skin kind of thing. So I thought I'd try, I think it was $35. I've never used a Melt makeup remover before. It's gonna ask. So let's see what it looks like. Okay, so it's just kind of like, I'm kind of curious to see what it's like. And I also got a new body wash. I normally buy my like body wash like slash soap from Lush, because I mean like Lush has always been nice. But we're saving money, we're budgeting this year, especially like with me being at uni. So I thought I'll just give this one a go. So that's my shopping stuff. Uni was good. Oh my God, I feel like so much has happened in my brain that I can hardly even remember this morning. In our first class, we were just kind of going over like stuff for exams, like exam writing strategies and like studying strategies. We also had a hectic tutorial, but like tutorials in this subject are always really full on, and like you get put on the spot a lot, and it's always the question that I don't have the answer for. It's always I always like think to myself, I don't know this, he's gonna call on me, and then he does. And the times where I do have the answer, it's just like he'll pick someone else. So it's a bit embarrassing, but. And then for the second subject, we were talking about statutory interpretation, and that was a bit dense as well. So big day for my brain, but I'm going to like, I just need to, I can't do anything like too hectic after Tuesday, because it's just like I learned so much, and I need my brain to relax a bit. This is normally like the time where I like edit a vlog, but I am going to pack and sort out my things for Brisbane. I fly out in a few hours. I want to do a little bit of cleaning, and obviously I need to put things in my suitcase. I'm flying to Brisbane today because it's mid-semester break next week, but I do still have an assignment due this week, so I'm hoping that I can get it done I can get it done fairly quickly so I can enjoy my time in Brisbane and relax, even though I do still need to catch up on my contract my contract law, and I need to start working on another assignment as well, but that's okay, we'll get there. I am going to be working in Brisbane as well, so stay tuned for next week's vlog because that will be a Brisbane stripper vlog, and you know I do not like working in Brisbane, so it will be interesting. But yeah, but anyway, chat to me in the comments, all my links are down below. I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you, and I hope you have a magical day.